So anything you want to ask?
Is it realistic that a practitioner who wants to achieve first jhana could do so in day-to-day practice?
It depends on your mindfulness strength, the strength of your mindfulness. If you have strong mindfulness, you can have jhana. If you don't, you know. So some people have strong mindfulness, and they could have jhana anytime, anywhere. They don't have to become monks or anything like that. Some monks have no strong mindfulness, they could not have jhana. Even if they have all the time to develop mindfulness, their mindfulness is not strong enough, then they cannot have jhana. It's the ability to concentrate on one object, not to let your mind think about other things. This is the thing that will make your mind enter into jhana. It's like when you try to put a thread through the needle hole. You need to have a very still mind, a still hand, and not sort of a wobble. If your hand shake, you cannot get the thread into the needle hole. Same thing with your mind. In order to enter into jhana, your mind has to be steady, be fixed on one object, like watching your breath, your breathing, and not think about any other thing. When you think, your mind starts to shake, so it cannot enter into jhana. So you need strong mindfulness to keep your mind to become still, not to shake. Some people have that maybe from their previous life. So when they meditate, they can get their mind to become calm very easily, quickly. Some people don't have this mindfulness, so they struggle when they sit. Because when they sit, they start to think about this and that, and then come back to the object of the meditation for a few seconds, then they go think about this and that again. So this way you will never be able to get the mind to become still, become calm, to enter into jhana. So you need to develop mindfulness. You can do this all the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Just focus on whatever you do. Don't go think about other things while you're doing something with your body. If you're walking, just watch your walking. If you're eating, just watch your eating. Just watch your body activity. Don't think about other things at the same time. We tend to do two things at the same time. We eat, then we plan what we're gonna do next, where we're gonna go. This is not mindfulness. Mindfulness is only, if you have mindfulness, then it's just eating only. The mind will only think about what you're doing at the moment. Watch what the body is doing at the moment. Not go think about some other thing. So if you want to succeed in meditation, you first have to develop mindfulness, strong mindfulness, continuous mindfulness. From the time you get up to the time you go to sleep, focus on your body activity. If you have to think about what you do, then just focus on what you... If you think about what you do, it's okay, because you're still watching your body. But if you think about some other thing else, then it's not okay. Because your mind has gone away. You want to bring it back to the present, to what is happening right now. So when you work, you have to concentrate on your work. If you have to think about your work, then you have to be mindful of your thinking. not thinking about some other thing else. But it's best not to think, so it's best not to work. Because when you work, you still have to think. When you work, you have to think what to do, about your work. So it's better not to work if you can afford it. When you don't work, then you have all the time to stop your mind from thinking. You don't have to think. And when you think, you can stop it by concentrating on what you do. Or you can use a mantra to help. If you cannot stop it by forcing it to watch what you're doing, then you use a mantra, like repeat the name of the Buddha, Bhutto, 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 Bhutto. When you recite the mantra, then you cannot think about what you want to think. The purpose is to stop. The goal of having mindfulness is the ability to be able to control your thought, to stop your thought. Right now, your thought is like a runaway car. You cannot stop. You have to get on the car and apply the brake. Right now, your thought just keep thinking all the time. So you have to apply the brake to your thought by using mindfulness. If you have strong mindfulness, you don't need a mantra. You don't need to focus on your body activity. You can just tell your mind to stop thinking, then it will stop. But it's just a matter how long can you stop it. You may stop it for momentarily, then when you forget, it starts to think again. So you have to keep stopping it. Because if you cannot stop your mind from thinking, your mind cannot be calm, cannot enter into jhana. Okay? Anything else?
Is it helpful to, sometimes I count my breaths?
Yes, that can be helpful. When you count, then you have to know how much where you are counting. Then you have to focus, concentrate on your counting. Anything to prevent you from thinking about other things. But as soon as you lose count, that means you already lost your mindfulness. You already go think about something else. Then you say, where am I now? At 20 or at 30? That means you have broken your mindfulness. So you might have to start over again. 1, 2, 3 again. Until you forget, then it means you have lost your mindfulness. So see how long can you count before you lose your counting. When you lose your counting, it indicates how long your mindfulness is. Whether it's at 10, 20, or 30, or 40. You have to do it a lot, not just while you're sitting. You should do it before you sit, because then you will have strong mindfulness by the time you sit. Then your mind can become calm very quickly. If you don't, you won't be able to sit for long. If your mind is not calm, your body will start painful, and then you will not be able to sit. Then you have to get up. So try to count before you come to sit. Count from the time you wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep counting while you're doing your daily routine, while you're washing your face, brushing your teeth, so forth. Just keep on counting. See how far you go with your counting. Okay, you can use counting, or you can use Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Or you can use some other words that you like. Hare Krishna, that is Hare Krishna. Om. Some use Om, Om. This is all the technique to prevent you from thinking, to stop your mind from thinking. Then your mind can become calm and peaceful. But in order for it to be completely calm, you have to sit still. If your body still moves, that means your mind is still active. Your mind still have to control your body. So you want to stop the mind from being active, you have to sit down, make the body still. Once the body is still, then you can still the mind to become fully still. By counting, you can count. When you sit, then you close your eyes and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep on counting. Don't think about anything else. Try it. I think what is lacking is the time. You don't have enough time to develop this mindfulness. So when you sit, you usually cannot sit and gain any result, because your mindfulness is not strong enough. Your distraction is stronger. Your mind likes to be distracted by its own desire. It likes to think about something and then go do something else. When you have desire to go do something else, then you'll find sitting very, very torturous. But if you have no desire to go do something else, then you'll find sitting can be quite peaceful and enjoyable. So you have to control your thoughts and control your desire, your cravings. If it happens during the time you sit, then you won't be able to sit for long. So it's just a matter of having the time to develop mindfulness, which takes a lot of time. But don't be discouraged. If you cannot do it now, just try to do as much as you can under the circumstances that you are in. Try to apply most of your time for the development of mindfulness. And nothing else. Try to reduce your other activities that can cause your mind to become distracted, not concentrated. Activity like you go out through your senses, go to watching, seeing things. This is when you let your imagination roll with what you see and what you hear. Like when you watch a movie, your mind just imagine with what you see. Not stop thinking, but keep thinking with the movie that you watch. So it's better not to watch a movie. Better to close your eyes and watch your mind instead. So you have to have a trade-off. You have to give up some of your favorite activity so that you can have the time to meditate. If you want both, then you will not have either. You should have either or not. One or the other, not both. Because they are on the opposite end of the spectrum. You cannot have them both. If you want to have this, you have to be here, you cannot be there. If you want to be there, you cannot be here. If you want to meditate, you cannot have fun. You want to have fun, you cannot meditate. Come on in. How are you? Is there anything I can do for you? What are you here for? Are you looking for something, somebody, or what? I just want to look around.
just to be here, just to be.
Okay. Any question? We're talking about how to meditate successfully. To be able to sit still and be happy, you need mindfulness. You need strong mindfulness to control your thoughts, to stop your thinking. If you can stop your thinking, then you can sit still and be happy and enjoy and enjoy. But if you cannot stop your thought, then you cannot sit still for long, because your desire and your craving will come up. When your craving and desire come up, you cannot remain still. You have to do what you desire for or crave for. But if you can control your desire by controlling your thoughts, then you can sit still for a long time and be peaceful and happy. So you need the ability to stop your thinking. In order to stop your thinking, you need to think about something that doesn't create any desire or craving, like counting here. You can count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just keep counting. Then you cannot think about other things. When you don't think about other things, then you won't have any craving for those things. You can use a mantra, or you can chant. You can use chanting if you like. When I first started to meditate, I found I could not concentrate on my breathing. So I chant the 4 foundation of mindfulness discourse, translated into English. Just memorize the discourse and then repeat the discourse mentally while I sit in meditation. And that way I can sit for long, for 40, 50 minutes. And then after that my mind becomes calm enough to be able to watch the breath, watch the breathing, concentrate on the breath, in and out breath. So sometimes you need something else to bring your mind back to the present, to stop your mind from thinking about the past or the future. You need maybe a mantra, or chanting, or counting, or something to focus your mind on. If you can do that, then your mind can become still and become happy. There's no form of happiness that is better than the happiness that arises from being calm, from the mind being calm. That's the best kind of happiness, because it's pure. It has no suffering afterward. It has no pain afterward. The other kind of happiness that we have through our body, they have consequences. They have pain afterwards, because you will lose what you have. See, you will lose what makes you happy. When you lose the thing or the person that makes you happy, then you become sad. Because everything in this world is impermanent. They cannot be with you all the time. Sooner or later, you will have to separate from them. When there is separation, then there is pain, there is suffering. But with this meditation, the happiness that you gain from meditation, you can always have it with you, because you can always do it, even without the body. Once you know how to calm your mind, then you don't need the body. Mindfulness is not part of the body, it's part of the mind. Once you have mindfulness, you can always make your mind happy, peaceful and calm. And if you want to have your mind to have total, complete, permanent happiness, you need the wisdom of the Buddha's teaching. You have to apply his teaching to get rid of your desire and your cravings. because it's your desire and craving that will cause your mind to become restless and agitated and not happy. So if you, every time you have any desire and you have the wisdom of the Buddha to tell you that you should not do what your desire asks you to do, then eventually your desire will disappear. If you don't do what your desire asks you to do, like if you used to drink coffee and every time your desire asks you to drink coffee and you say, no, this is not good. If I drink coffee, I will have to keep drinking. I will never stop. If I want to stop, I have to stop now. And once you can stop once, you can stop again and again. And then eventually your desire for coffee will disappear. Then you will not be disturbed by your desire for coffee. But if you cannot stop your desire for coffee, every time it comes up, you will be disturbed. You cannot remain in peace. You cannot remain still. You have to get up and go fix yourself a cup of coffee. Same way with all the other kinds of cravings or desire. They will cause your mind to become restless and agitated. But if you say that to do what your desire or craving asks you to do is like creating pain for yourself needlessly, then you just stop, don't do it. Then eventually your desire for those things will disappear. Then there will be nothing to come and disturb your mind. Your mind then can be peaceful all the time, be happy all the time, without having to have anything to make it happy. Right now the mind needs everything to make it happy. And any time it cannot get what it craves for, then it becomes unhappy. So this is the next level. After you have the ability to calm your mind, the next level is to protect your calm by getting rid of your desire when they come up. Because every time your desire come up, the calm that you have will disappear, and restlessness and agitation will come in place. But when you use the Buddha's teaching, the wisdom of the Buddha, that tell you that to do what your desires for do is to create pain for yourself, to bring more birth, aging, sickness, and death to you, because your desire are the cause of your rebirth. If you still have desire, when your body dies, you will still have the desire to come back, because you still want to have a body to do what your desire asks you to do. If you can apply this wisdom of the Buddha to get rid of your desire, eventually there won't be any desire left in your mind. Then your mind will always become peaceful, at ease, and happy. That's what we call nirvana or nibbana, a mind without any desire. Then you don't have to come and have a new body. Once this body dies, then it will be your last body to suffer with. Every time you have a body, you will have to suffer with your body, because your body will get sick, get old, and die. Your body will get hungry, thirsty, and you have to look after it, feed it. But no matter how well you look after it, it's still gonna get old, get sick, and die. So it's better not to have a body. In order not to have a body, you have to get rid of your desire, your cravings for the sensual gratification, your craving for beings, and craving for not being. These are the three cravings or desires that will create more birth, more rebirth. If you can get rid of these three types of desire or cravings, then you won't have to have any any rebirth. But it doesn't mean that you disappear. You still exist, but exist without the body. Like when you sleep you exist, while you let the body rest, but your mind still exists. Your mind can still dream, can still think. You can think of good thing or bad thing, depends on your karma. If you do bad karma, when you dream of bad things. If you do good karma, when you sleep, you dream of good things, good dreams. See, the mind doesn't die but with the body, and the mind can still exist and enjoy itself without having to have the body. So if you want to find peace and happiness, eternal peace and happiness, then you have to stop your desire, get rid of your cravings by meditating and by applying the wisdom of the Buddha's teaching. Every time you have any desire, use the Buddha's teaching that teaches us that the cause of our suffering are the cravings and the desire. The cause of our rebirth are caused by our cravings and the desire. If we don't want to have any suffering, if we don't have to have any rebirth, then we must not do what our cravings and desire ask us to do. Once you can resist it, then eventually it will stop. It will disappear from your mind. Then you will be free. Free from all forms of agitation, for all forms of suffering, mental pain. Okay? I have to let the people at home send in the question.